Hello everybody and welcome to Blue Rose Minis. Today I'm going to be reviewing a couple things. So first off, I'm going to be reviewing a mystery space marine. The technical term, if you want to look for it, is Space Marine Heroes. On the cover we can see a space marine ready for combat, and on the back we see the type of models that we can get right there on the left hand bottom corner. And of course we can see that this is a push to fit model. So go ahead and grab your X-Acto knife, scissors, anything that you need to cut the tape securing this box closed. Now if you're like me, you might have trouble with your X-Acto knife, i.e. the knife not being where it should be. So once I get this open, you're going to see me pull out a couple things. One obviously being the sprues that hold the model that we are going to be assembling, the guidebook on how to assemble said model, and a little card thing. I believe it's from a card game that's associated with these boxes. I'm not sure, but if anyone knows, go ahead and put that down in the comment section below. So we actually got one of the rarer ones. Instead of just getting a brother, we got a brother sergeant. So here's the model after it's fully assembled. Now I have to say I did have a few issues when assembling this model. Now when it comes to push to fit, no one likes them, but this one was extremely hard to assemble, to the point where when I was trying to put the arm that holds his chainsword, I actually broke the chainsword and had to plastic glue it back in place. But if you can get past that, this is a really unique character with a unique stance, and I think it will be a great addition to any Primaris, Space Marine, Chaos Legion army that you might want to incorporate this model in. Now, going on to the next item I'm going to be reviewing, you see here the latest edition of White Dwarf, the May 2019 issue. Now, the first thing that you notice is the advertisement for the Funko Pops. Going left to right, we have an Ultra Space Marine Interceptor, a Space Corgi Pack Leader, a Dark Angels Veteran, and lastly a Blood Angels Assault Marine. Now, this is something cool that a collector of Warhammer 40k items would like, but keep in mind that they are probably going to be limited editions, so start hunting them down now. So carefully removing this nice advertisement, we see a beautiful cover of the Avatar of Death. And on the side there, you can just see what this issue contains for this month. And I do have to say that the cover does look a little dark Eldar to me, but that's just my opinion. So opening up the cover, we're going to see the usual layout that we've come to expect from White Dwarf. So first we get to meet the creators of this issue, and then we get the table of contents, where we can get a kind of overview of what we want. Now what we specifically want is the new Xenos Codex, the new rules for the Ynnari. So once you get to that, you see that they have some really fantastic pictures of the Triumvirate of Iniad. And of course there are pages specific to Reveiw, the Avatar, and Reveiw's companion. So here's the page that pertains to Reveiw. Now she is an interesting character to read about, because not only is she a born outcast, but she is one of the few Ynnari to have walked not one but two paths. And also, she is known for having broken the control that Khorne had over her Berserk. guys, sorry if I pronounced corn wrong. It's the same thing, right? So here you're given some more history of the Ynnari. Now this page is where you would go when you want to start composing a Ynnari army. Now the one thing that is new about them is a thing called strength from death, which basically means if any friendly model dies, it doesn't matter if it's an inch, 6 inches, or all the way across the board, and you'll see me point to where strength from death is in just a moment. But if a friendly model dies, it basically means your whole army can get an extra action. So you can move, you can shoot, you can advance, you can retreat, you can do all that fun stuff. And I think if played properly, can make a huge difference in an army. But after that page, we see the traditional data cards on all 3 of the Triumphant of Iniad. Then after that, we see the stratagems for the Ynnari armies. Now I was going over this and I saw a lot of stratagems pertaining to death. Now again, if you want to see a full review of the codex for which I go more in depth, go ahead and let me know in the comment section below, or hit me up on my Instagram or Reddit as well. And then in the back we just see beautiful posed models, fully painted, and it looks like they're ready to go on battle. You can see some Harley Quinns there in the back, some Dark Eldar, and it's just fantastic. And of course, if you want to paint them like how GW has painted them, there are step by step, color by color instructions on how to do so. But other than that, I thank you for joining me on Blue Rose Minis. Please like and subscribe.